Hey guys, it's Angelo, and right before I decided to go to bed last night, Blizzard decided to release some new patch notes for the PTR of patch 9.0.5, where we find ourselves with quite a lot of buffs for both Holy Priests and Shadow Priests. Divine Hymn gets a significant change, while 2 legendaries, the Painbreaker Psalm and Shadowflame Prism for Shadow, as well as 1 legendary for the Holy Priest, yes you heard that right, get what is seemingly quite a big buff as well. Now the buff, or rather the change to Divine Hymn, is interesting to say the least, but whereas I don't think that this is really going to change anything when thinking about the Holy Priest's performance in general, the change to Shadowflame Prism could potentially be quite relevant. Now as always, if you wish to join the discussion with all things Priest or World of Warcraft related, be sure to join my Discord server or join me live on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM CET, with both links in the description box for you down below. Now, apart from that, I don't want to hold you guys up any longer, so let's go right ahead and have a look. Okay, as always my friends, I will read out the patch notes for you first, before then giving you my thoughts on them and what the changes mean for the according spec. We will start today's video with the Holy Priest changes. The first of the 2 changes comes to Divine Hymn. It still does the same basic thing it does now, healing all party or raid members within 40 yards over 8 seconds. However, its secondary effect has been changed. Divine Hymn does not increase healing done to all targets by 10% for 8 seconds anymore, but instead has each heal increase all targets healing taken, or rather that specific target's healing taken, by 4% for 15 seconds, stacking up. The next change comes in form of Flash Concentration, one of the Holy Priest legendaries, which now has a duration of 20 seconds. Now, the change to Flash Concentration is nice because it buffs its duration by 5 seconds, making it a bit easier to keep the 5 stacks rolling at all times. The change to Divine Hymn is very interesting because it seems as if the stacking buff is endless. The tooltip currently makes this a little unclear in my opinion. Either only Divine Hymn heals buff the stacks of the healing increase, or all of any healing received increases the stacks. If the latter applies, then this buff to Divine Hymn is actually very big, being able to indefinitely increase the amount of heal all players can receive for the next 15 seconds is actually quite insane, and would single-handedly allow Divine Hymn to probably be even better than Holy Word Salvation, but we'll have to wait and see. Be sure to let me know what you think about these changes in the comments down below. Next up we have the Shadow Priest changes. Painbreaker Psalm is buffed, generating 30 insanity now rather than 20. Now personally I don't think that this will let us see the legendary actually being used in action, simply because other options are still much better. Apart from that, insanity generation isn't really an issue for us in most talent builds we play, so unless we will be able to equip multiple legendaries in patch 9.1, I can't foresee the Painbreaker Psalm being powerful just yet. Our next legendary change can indeed be powerful though. The Shadowflame Prism now lets the Mindbender Shadowflame damage deal 225% of spell power as damage, up from previously 140% of our spell power. This, from the raw damage numbers, is a very big buff to the spell, almost doubling the spell power scaling. I don't believe any tests have truly been run yet on the PTR to see whether or not this buff translates into a ton more damage, so that actually remains to be seen. Now, this could counter some of the legendary's weaknesses though. The Shadowflame Prism has a 5 target cap, but this buff should certainly just buff the damage output tremendously, justifying its use even further. We're already seeing a couple of Shadow Priests from the Chinese servers playing this legendary in Mythic Plus with frequent success, and this change may very well see this build transferring over to EU and NA servers more frequently in Mythic Plus. The use of this legendary should also make it much more enticing to play builds which used to be played on beta, but are not as frequently used in the current Mythic Plus meta. So talent builds like Along with Misery and Auspicious Spirits, pairing them with Death and Madness, Mindbender, and possibly even Ancient Madness or Surrender to Madness just to maximize the damage that Mind Blast could do, or even other combinations which have gone unnoticed but potentially work well with the legendary. Be sure to let me know what you think though about this change in the comments section down below. Do you think this will see us shift away from Talbot or Stratagem or Eternal Call to the Void in the meta? Well, why or why not? I'd generally be interested, similar with the Holy Priest, in what you think in the comments down below. Now, as always, thank you so much everyone for watching. If this video was helpful to you, be sure to give it a like, and if you wish to stay updated on the content of this channel, then feel free to subscribe. A special thanks as always to my supporters over at Patreon, as well as all subs over on Twitch. You guys are awesome. Now, have a good one, my friends. Get very excited for both patch 9.0.5 as well as patch 9.1, and I will see you all in the next one.